Damwon and the Afrika Freaks. Afrika, honestly, just falling off a cliff in game number 2. It was not great after First Blood going over to Dread. Things looked good in the mid lane. Jax versus Aurelia. Keen manning the mid lane instead of the top side of the map. He was playing around Season 3, where Ken and Renekton was basically all we saw on the top side of the map. So that is going to be in the hands of Flame, the old Kenny. And stay with me. Stay with me, LS. Come on, mate. Come on. I tried to do my glass half full analysis on the Damwon composition, and you can understand why it happened.
Composition, they drafted Karthus with all AP.
Yeah, that's called free magic resist. We'll see what happens here as we get to game number 3. I would have assumed Conqueror would have worked out in, like you say, a longer lane. So certainly this is an example of Damwon Gaming adapting to the changes that Afrika have made in their lane assignments. The Flame is going to have a lot of control here because we know Renekton versus Kennen is an example of a Renekton having a crappy time. As Tremor Sense shows that Showmaker is moving his way forward. No flash available, and that's going to be actually coming in from Keen there first up, but without Dread's follow-up, not going to be able to get there, and this is why it was so important. He had a way of crashing in towards him, so just smart play coming out of the Afrika Freaks and Showmaker. Getting ganked here by Dread, does use the flash, gives the knock-up, and the ultimate is going to come in there. Showmaker gets a lot of work done, though, as Canyon finds the last hit on the Q, and now with the red buff rotating around him, Keen has to run the hell away. The abduct is going to get him to safety, as now Brook is going to find Flame. He's able to get huge priority topside. It is turret plates going down the bottom side, and Canyon's going to turn up. That's a flash forward from Nuclear. He has the culling, and Soul does not have his life. That's the double tap, and that is a very dead Callisto.
This was a really nice rotation down there in bottom lane, taking advantage of the fact that Senate was spending a little bit too much time on the left-hand side of the map, and interestingly, we saw that Showmaker backed all the way up preemptively.
Freaks have a few members around this area. Flame moves on in. Showmaker walks over a ward. Damwon, a lot of control, and that Prey Seeker is not going to steal away any Cloud Drakes. Double Dragons here available for Damwon Gaming. Dread actually be in a little bit of trouble here. Ardblaze doesn't find him, is now going to fight. In the mid lane, Showmaker is in there. Double slicing Maelstroms are available. The Ignite not going to tick down, though, as Flame goes into stasis, and Showmaker just trying to bait them on forward. Nuclear is in here. Keen is burning down. There's the double tap, and there's the death. And Senate should join him in the death tree, but finally, Showmaker does die, but it's a positive trade for Damwon Gaming.
Yeah, Damwon are going to be able to convert this into the mid-tier 1 turret, most likely, as Brook is looking for an angle in here. Now with Soul arriving, they'll at least be able to save the last turret plate, which is a very big victory.
He's able to slice his way out. Keen has a lot of staying power here as well. Ender has been picked up for him. Showmaker takes a whole bunch of damage there from Dread, who of course has a lot more ability to do damage on this wreck side. But now Nuclear's found Soul, and Soul has no Oathsworn around. The culling's going to go wide, but Rend is now on cooldown. The dash forward, the piercing light, and that is a dead AD carry. And now the World Ender will need to be popped here from Keen if he can get it. Does so, but now he's just going to have to try and get out. Gets knocked up, gets destroyed. And now the Afrika Freaks are without 2 members, and the World Ender of the Aatrox's own is going to get picked up. Should be a clean ace here for Damwon Gaming as Dread tries to limp away, and Prey Seeker's not going to help at all.
Yeah, and this game is just completely turning on its head. Afrika do not look like they're going to be able to stabilize and get to the point where their team comp would be able to come online, and Soul is running down to bottom lane, stops for a control ward, takes a quick pit stop, realizes right here that he has flash available, can't locate the F key though, so Nuclear able to just drop a bomb on his head. And then Keen using the ultimate, but to no avail. Brook decides that he wants to get in on the action. He figured everyone else is dying, so he wanted to do it too. Slicing Maelstrom came in, Dread ults, but tells Senin that, you know what, you're on your own. As not a lot is going well for this game.
And as Valdez likes to give you guys his play-by-play analysis of the player cams, that was, the translation is nice, nice. There we go.
That was really nice. That was...
Thanks, man.
I can tell
I've been working on my career. I really have. As Dread, your film chains is going to land, and Hoyt's going to join him there. No ultimate available just yet from the Braum, but Dread just gets destroyed. One more auto attack means that he's out of the fight now as Senin is going to be able to escape, and the Renekton does take down the Yasuo. Keen diving on forward, does pick up the slicing Maelstrom, but look at all of this exit damage. Nuclear is going to throw a lot of bullets into the back of Brook with the culling, but it doesn't mean he's able to connect to Senin or Keen, which were his priority targets. To really find very much to do. I mean, Clid did make the champion look like the power pick that we know it to be. Is Nuclear going 1v2 and looking like he's coping very nicely against Sol and Senin. As meanwhile on the top side, I was a little bit distracted as Showmaker just kills the Rek'Sai. Going back to our original point, not looking like the Rek'Sai we saw in the Hands Base game.
And Dead did just end up getting picked off there in the blue side jungle, which means that
he's missing an arm.
Oh, sorry about that.
Yeah, it's alright. I guess an understandable mistake to make here is Damwon, man advantage, no jungler available for the Afrika Freaks, and that means that Keen has to dive on forward. Hasn't had to use the Zhonya's just yet. Not even going to be able to use it at all as Damwon grabbed that kill for free. Okay, the Renekton does pick up a kill on the back end, but Senin decides to exit the fight entirely. Oh, okay, Baron is going to get taken down. It is the Smite that picks that one up, and the Ace eventually does come in. It was close to something that was looking good, but in the end, it looks real bad for the Afrika Freaks.
It really almost looked like there at the end that there could potentially have been a Baron steal. We'll take another quick look at this. Keen goes in with the slicing Maelstrom from the Sylas, accompanied by the hero's entrance, and then you can see they're trying to lock up Flame. They end up getting him, but there's just so much damage on the side of Damwon Gaming, and then right here at the end, Soul and Senin trying to come back in here. The Smite was early. The Baron was at 81 HP when Aatrox landed the last auto attack. Where were you sitting when he landed that auto attack?
I was sitting right here, and I
might have point flipped the next Baron fight, but realistically, Damwon Gaming should just be able to dive a turret. They're playing extremely cautious here.
And you can see two members are actually on the top side of the map as Dread is going to show himself. That will be the go button for Damwon, as Showmaker's going to take a lot of killing. If you remember, the ultimate is going to come out from Dread, but that actually looked like it missed. Or Showmaker just didn't take any damage from it, as Flame going to teleport in on top. That is a well and truly dead Renekton, as he's given up for the ghost, as Flame is able to pick up that kill. Meanwhile, bottom side of the map, Damwon just straight up winning the game. Soul trying to dance away from the Aatrox, but that's looking so incredibly tough. Double kill comes in for Nuclear, as Nexus turrets are now the only thing under fire, apart from Dread, who's just going to get eradicated from his own fountain. Another minion wave does turn up, and Damwon Gaming are going to finish this one off again before 30 minutes is going to hit. Game 1 feels like a blip here for Damwon, as games 2 and 3 were epically clean.
Yeah, and the Damwon game 2 and 3, they really did outperform Afrika. In this game number 3 here, especially, they just got these micro edges and advantages, and Afrika just didn't seem to know how to stabilize. And it really starts with what happens down in bottom lane as well, where Soul just refuses to back up. There's the pressure that's coming in mid lane as well. And so, a lot of stuff not really going the way for Afrika, as Damwon plow right through them here.
Yeah, exactly. And
keep their win streak alive.
I actually just got told something as well, reminded of something, of course. Cannon's stun is attached to his passive. Mark of the Storm stacks up to 3 times, gets a stun. Therefore, if you pick up Slicing Maelstrom, it just does ticking damage. It doesn't actually CC anyone.
Caster, by the way.
Yeah, I know. How embarrassing. Yeah, so shout out to Guineas on Twitter,